Well, that was a much better effort, but just not good enough. The Raptors lose to the Boston Celtics, and this is a back-to-back for the Raptors. And Scoriolo made some lineup changes. He took Watanabe out of the starting lineup. He put in Bembry, and he's trying to mix up the lineups, trying to play a little Stanley Johnson too to start the game. Trying to fix the lineup that he had previously, because against the Pistons they just didn't bring it, and Watanabe didn't play this game. And you know what? I think he's still trying to get back into a rhythm since he got injured. But the Raptors in this game, they brought it for 3 quarters. And in that third quarter, where the Raptors lost the quarter by 13 points and gave the Boston Celtics all the momentum that they needed. And plus Tatum, who's been struggling the past 3 games, averaging 18 points per game. The third quarter is when the Raptors really let him catch a rhythm. He started hitting shots. He started hitting threes, getting to the lane, dunking the basketball, getting to the free throw line. He was doing it all. But it was that third quarter that really got him a little confidence. He got that putback slam, and then all of a sudden, he's like, man, I saw the ball go through the hoop. He started getting to the line. He started being more confident and really showed that his all-star potential that he has. And in the fourth quarter, you just saw what he can do when you really need a basket. Then give the ball to him at the end of the shot clock. And that shot over Stanley Johnson in clutch time, ridiculous. Stanley Johnson's all over this guy. He goes behind the back, fading away, off balance, like a long two, nothing but net. It was just a tough shot over great defense by Stanley Johnson. But Tatum was just in a groove after that point. Pull up threes, getting to the free throw line, dissecting the Raptors defense with Euro steps and all sorts of jazz. He has a full package, and he really showed it tonight. But it was Kemba Walker and Tatum who really led the team. And the Raptors, for all they did right in this game, they just didn't have enough firepower to keep up. And a couple big defensive possessions by the Celtics when Brad Stevens decided to go zone to really kill the Raptors' offensive rhythm. Really much, put this game away. That charge by Norman Powell, and then the bad shot that we take. It was just tough. Those 2 possessions were huge, and the Raptors really needed it. A couple plays where the Raptors could have challenged if they had their challenge left over, but the Raptors lost the challenge in this one on a Tatum blocking call by Lowry. Honestly, I thought Tatum gave a charge into Lowry, but you know what? The review said otherwise, and the Raptors really could have used that challenge there, and should have got another possession. But you know what? Shout out to Chris Boucher, who's your MVP tonight. 30 points from him. If he doesn't start hitting those threes, the Raptors won't even be in this game, because they kept doubling Lowry off the pick and roll, and Chris Boucher was wide open, and he just made the shots, which is huge. Because as long as they're leaving him open because they know he can't make shots, but in this game he was actually knocking it down. And Kyle Lowry, career high 19 assists in a loss, because the Raptors just didn't have enough defense in this game to win this one. They scored 30 plus points in every single quarter except the third quarter, which was the deciding quarter. 22 points to 35 points scored by the Boston Celtics. That 13-point difference was all she wrote. And you know what? Terrence Davis had an amazing game in this one. He really bounced back. 22 points for him. He really showed you that potential that he has. Catching the basketball on the fast break. That football pass from Kyle Lowry. He jumped up in the air. He's got the athleticness. Catch it. Bring it down. Dribble. Reverse layup. Sweet. He had a couple good reverse layups as well throughout the game. The 3-ball was working. He was playmaking. He was doing it all tonight. Terrence Davis, that's the real potential. What the Raptors want is that kind of Terrence Davis. Just a little more consistent. His defense still needs work, but his offensive repertoire is fantastic. Tragic that he got injured near the end of the game. In the last 2 or 3 minutes, he went up to contest Jeff Teague's floater. Jeff Teague made it, but he came down and he hurt his knee. Now, they were saying ankle, but they kept holding his knee the entire time, so I don't know how severe of an injury it is, because he left right after that. Like, he did not come back into the game, and he knew he was done. He took off his shoes, and the trainers took him back to the locker room. So hopefully it's not that serious, and hopefully he's not like injured for a long period of time. We do have the All-Star break coming up, and the Raptors really need players to get back to health and get those positive COVID tests. This is another game the Raptors didn't have their main guys, Siakam, Fred VanVleet, and OG Anunoby, and the coaching staff, all out due to COVID health and safety protocols. Somebody got a positive test from what I hear, and you know what? Better to be safe than sorry. And the All-Star break is here, so Raptors get some time to relax and everybody get healthy and be isolated. But you know what? Some key contributions. The Raptors really had some bench support, unlike the other game where the Raptors didn't have it against Detroit the other night. The Raptors had some great defensive help, but the Boston Celtics spread the wealth. Pritchard always has good games against us. Both Williams is off the bench in double digits. And then Tatum, Kemba, they're all chipping in some good points here and there. It's tough. Without your main guys, it's tough to win games. And this is a divisional game and really could have affected the standings. But the Raptors, without the entire arsenal, just can't win against good teams like this. Even though the Celtics were struggling, the Raptors just couldn't put it together. Well, the Raptors do not play until next Thursday, so the Raptors get some time to rest. It is the All-Star weekend, so it's going to be exciting to see whatever they play. I think we have an All-Star game and a three-point contest and a dunk contest. I don't hear anything about any skills challenges or even the rookie All-Star game, like the World against the USA. I don't think that's being played. But you know what? We can enjoy whatever we have. And hopefully the Raptors all get healthy and respond back in the second half of the season. Guys, let me know what you guys think of tonight's game. Leave a comment down below. Like, share, and subscribe to the Raptors Wrap Up, guys. Until next time. Peace.